Welcome back. Last March, lawmakers voted to give restaurants across the nation more than $28.5 billion in taxpayer dollars, all in the name of COVID relief. It's been 10 months now, and the Texas Restaurant Association is pushing for more money.
Channel 5's Treviera Gonzalez joins us live. Treviera, you spoke with the Texas Restaurant Association.
Oscar, Christine, good evening. That is correct. We're talking about the Restaurant Revitalization Fund, and they say this is something they're trying to get replenished. This is all something that comes from the American Rescue Plan. Now, we wanted to see if those issues that are being discussed in light of the Omicron variant are something that are happening here within the restaurants here. Now, we spoke with one in particular, and they say although they are experiencing issues with things like turnover and more expensive supplies, the business we spoke with say they're actually doing well. But to be clear, the restaurant that we also spoke with say they wouldn't qualify for this particular type of assistance. But that being said, what the Texas Restaurant Association is advocating for says for those who are not able to move forward and receive these services, that they are going to be able to get that help.
It's a steady evening at Cowboy Chicken. At 5:30 p.m., the amount of people is few, something the owner says is sometimes the case.
And we were 50-50 dine-in and takeout before Corona hit. And so, yes, it was an easy shift for us to just do more takeout.
With a greater reliance on to-go orders, franchise owner Alvy Britton tells us, while business is good here, that's not happening everywhere.
The dine-in restaurants, the ones that are exclusively finer restaurants that are dine-in, those are the ones that have taken a huge hit because they just weren't set up for a lot of to-go business.
But to help those who are struggling, the National Restaurant Association is asking Congress to once again step in and help with federal aid.
We're really talking about those mom and pop restaurants that have kind of been through hell and back over the last 2 years and are still showing up, staying open, feeding their communities day after day.
Whether or not that help will come through is uncertain, but businesses are dealing with greater costs. In order to combat the rising prices of certain foods, restaurants are having to increase their prices in order to balance their budget. For example, a 3-piece of chicken, a meal, used to be $8.50 a year ago. Today, it's $10.
I'm going to say the price of chicken's up 10%, and then a lot of packaged goods like the plastic, the clamshells, paper goods, all that stuff has gone up in price and been hard to get.
With supplies in demand and employee turnover becoming more and more frequent, a small chain trying to remain positive on a road still lined with uncertainty.
A virtual press conference by the Texas Restaurant Association is set for tomorrow morning. Now, Britton tells me in order for things to be able to get back on track, being more normal, we're going to have to see more stabilization within the economy, not just the restaurant industry. He believes that's something that could take at least a year. Live in McAllen, Treviera Gonzalez, Channel 5 News at 10.